Singh bilang Quezon City Mayor, ang Pinoy Explorer bilang Kamsur Congressman, at ang dating iniidolo ng mga kabataan na si Juan Mig Bondoc bilang Bataan Vice Governor. Balitang sanga-sanga tungkol sa mga artistang balak pumasok sa politika. Maugong ang bali-balita na sasabak na raw sa politika ang isa sa mga box office kings, game show host na si Vic Soto. Bagamat tikom ang bibig ng ating bossing tungkol dito, posible niyang makabangga ang muling tatakbong Quezon City Mayor na si Herbert Bautista. Ito ang tugon ng alkalde tungkol sa issue.
I don't think he'll do that. Hindi niya siguro gagawin. Bossing, wag naman!
Paniniguro pa ng dating komedyante.
Parang narinig ko si Senator Soto. Juan Soto is enough in politics eh.
Matapos magparehistro bilang botante sa bayan ng San Jose, sa Camarines Sur si Aga Mula, kumalat din ang bali-balita na tatakbo siya bilang kongresista ng ikaapat na distrito ng lalawigang ito. Pagkukumpirma ng Pinoy Explorer host,
No, hindi governor. I'm really targeting Congress talaga. Alam na naman nila sa Bicol kung anong tinatakbo ko talaga, kung anong bala kong malayo pa naman ng pagre-registro sa October pa yan. But you know, we're all set. Doon na ako tumitira talaga.
matapos siyang mawala ng 9 na taon sa showbiz. Balik sa sirkulasyon ngayon ang dating young actor na si Juan Mig Bondoc. Pero ito ay sa mundo na ng politika. Usap-usapan kasi na may balak siyang tumakbo bilang Vice Governor ng probinsya ng Bataan.
Yeah, it's really true. I'm really eyeing for the Vice Gubernatorial seat of Bataan. And yun talaga yung binabala ko ngayon. So, doon ako abalang yan. That's why I'm always in Bataan.
At dahil unang sabak pa lamang niya ito at bagito lang sa politika, marami ang nagtatanong kung bakit isang mataas na posisyon agad ang hangad ng dating young actor.
Hindi lang naman kasi isang bayan ang gusto kong tulungan sa Bataan, kundi ang buong Bataan. Since I'm a beginner, I think ang pinakamaganda talaga sa akin is Vice Governor. Kasi, kumbaga, hindi ako yung nasa head. Kumbaga, napapag-aralan ko kung paano o nakikita ko kung ano yung problema ng buong Bataan.
Lizzie?
Yes?
Paano ba yan? I mean, ikaw, bago ka eh. What do you think about these actors na parang papasok? Kasi alam naman natin, karamihan basta pag-artista, parang off sila.
Yes, nauuna kasi talaga when there's a bias talaga against mga celebrities running for politics. Sa akin naman, parang that's why there's an electoral process. Kung sino gustong tumakbo, tatakbo, and then yung tao ang pipili. Diba? Parang usually kasi ang nangyayari, pinapangunahan na yan, hindi yan tama, dapat hindi siya. People always have an opinion when it's a celebrity that runs. Yes.
You know why? Because everybody knows them already. Ang laki ng edge. Let's face it, malaki talaga ang edge ng artista sa mga tumatakbo na hindi artista. Kasi nga, kilala sila agad eh. Parang ako, parang inisip mo, kailangan ka bumoto, kailangan mo na 10 ibobotong ewan ba, ilan ba yung binobotong councilor? 4?
10.
6? Ilan ba?
6 lang ba?
Oh,
10.
6. Oh. E de, kung may 30 names, ito sinulat mo, ito yung mga top 5 mo eh. Parang may isa ka pa eh. Sino pa ba? Ito, kilala ko si ano to eh.
Ariel Rivera.
Si Ariel Rivera to. Kilala ko yan, pwede ko yan ba to. Diba? Yun ang nangyayari eh. Yung mga top 3 mo, yun yung alam mong gusto mo talaga. Tapos yung next, yung parang kung sino na lang ring sa bell.
Kung hindi one-on-one ang fight, di ba?
O kung hindi one-on-one, yun ang okay, di ba?
Pero yung effectiveness ng isang artista, paano yun?
Yun ang ngayon ang problema.
Oo.
Sana, if you want to run, like what Lucy did, Lucy studied pa, nag-aral pa yan. So, hindi lang basta ang kagustuhan na mag-serve, dapat siguro yung gustong mag-serve, marunong din mag-serve.
It's really commitment. Kasi mag-iiba talaga yung...
Mundo mo.
Ibang-iba ba yung mundo mo? Ibang-iba ba ang mundo mo? Alam ko nag-iba, pero ikwento mo sa kanila kung gaano iba ngayon.
Hindi, kasi sa showbiz, di ba, parang...
Glamour lang.
Hindi, at saka you're answerable to yourself. Parang you can make decisions na, eto karga ko lang kung ano mang mangyayari dito. But when you are a public servant, karga mo the district that you represent, the people that you represent, di ba? So, you have to be very mindful of every decision that you...
So, with great power comes great responsibility talaga.
Always, always.
And with the dollar account, of course.
With the dollar account.
Oo.
But of course, let's not go there.
Alright, okay. Speaking of dollars, okay. International ang level ng interview na-interview ni Rufa Aba, big time na talaga si Rufa, no? Lahat ng ini-interview niyan talagang pang-international.
Ay!
Oo.
Nga.
Kwento ang crush ng bayan. Kay Rufa, ang in-interview niya walang iba ang Jonas Brothers.
He is one-third of the world's famous Jonas Brothers. At dahil sa kanilang katanyagan, ay halos nalibot na nila ang buong mundo. Pero itong si Joe, dumating sa Pilipinas ng solo.
So what's it like going solo for you?
Going solo has been a journey. It's been exciting. You know, it's been about a year since I made the record, and there's been a lot of traveling. It's a lot on me. You know, I realize how much I depend on my brothers because I've done this for so long with them. You know, doing it by myself, I was like, really opened my eyes to realizing like how much I appreciate having them around. So
Is there pressure on your part now that you're going solo?
pressure.
Because Jonas Brothers is huge. It's phenomenal, right? So being solo like as Joe Jonas.
I think pressure, not so much. I mean, I think I put the pressure on myself to do the best I could do, and to make sure that I really focus. And luckily, you know, I come from a family that we all kept each other grounded for so long. So I think that that's the biggest piece.
Do you feel that you have more control of what you do in terms of work?
I think it's just a different mindset. You have to kind of speak up a little bit more. Where with your brothers, there's opportunities to lean on each other and say, okay, you know what, you take this interview, or I want to write a song like this. Me personally, by myself, I had to make all those decisions, and I have to really say yes to this, or I want my stage to look like this, and have a really a say, and you know, and it was definitely a learning process.
At ngayon nandito na siya, ano naman kaya ang mga babaunin niya mga memories from the Philippines?
I've tried some of the food, the local food, yesterday, and
Like what?
we had some pork.
Okay.
Some of the local fish. It was all the food was incredible. I'm a fan, and it's funny because the portions are a lot smaller than what us Americans are used to. Here I was like thinking that there was, you know, that was just the appetizer and that was the whole meal. So I guess it's a good thing though. It keeps me thin on my trip.
True, true. What would it take for anyone to impress Joe Jonas?
Probably an incredible talent, I would say. You know, I think I'm always impressed with people that are either musically gifted or are gifted in any way. I mean, if it's acting, if it's, you know, some sort of talent, I'm always really impressed by when I see fans do that. They're like, hey, can I show you? Can I sing for you? It's like, sure, and the confidence is always impressive.
And of course, lastly, your message to the Filipino fans.
That I love them all, and I hope to see them very soon.
Next day, the birth of a princess. TV5 Princess Yula Caballero magse-celebrate ng kanyang 17th birthday. Handa na kaya siya pumasok sa isang relasyon sa gitna ng usap-usapang meron na daw lalaking nagpapatibok sa puso ng young princess? Abangan mamaya, live! It's Raining Men! Pag-ulan ng hot and hunky guys sa Cosmo Anniversary. Labayan ang panahon ng tag-ulan. Nakachika pa kaya si Mr. Q sa Super Saya o nakatitig lang sa mga rumarampa? Abangan mamaya sa Paparatsada!